Welcome, fans, to a live update with respect to the major news story today in the wrestling world, that being the sentencing of Tammy Sytch, Sunny, the WWE Hall of Famer. As Hannibal reported earlier, she was sentenced today to 17 years in prison in Florida, followed by 8 years probation for the deadly crash in which she was impaired and killed another individual. It's interesting that the state district attorney was asking for the maximum penalty of 26 years, claiming that she was a danger to society for her repeated offenses. The multiple DUIs were cited, especially the three in a very short period of time. The defense argued that she had mental health issues in terms of making it a mitigating factor and warranting a lower sentence than the max. You may recall in previous months, she pleaded no contest August 26th to one count of DUI manslaughter, and was in terms of the presentation in court, there was a lot made of by the defense of Sunny's suffering from a mental disorder in terms of bipolar disorder and post-traumatic stress from a number of issues in her life. Notably, the death of Chris Candido came up as a major factor in her downward spiral, and also the fact that she had somewhat of a traumatic childhood involving a family, coming from a family also of alcoholics. It was noted in the proceedings today that when she was in the hospital after the crash, that she was unaware that how she got there, and stated that she remembered making burritos in her kitchen and drinking vodka, and really did not remember the crash at all. Police found an open bottle of Grey Goose in the vehicle at the time, and apparently that vehicle is still in custody and is so banged up that it's not drivable. Tammy asked the judge for another chance. She said when she was 16, she wanted to be a doctor and took the oath to do no harm. She said that, there's some positives in her case, that being the fact that she has brought happiness to people through her involvement in wrestling, and cited the Make-A-Wish Foundation, her involvement in that, and stated that she lost her mother, who was 87 years old, during the time that she was in custody, and never had an opportunity to say goodbye, etc. So that I'm not sure that had any sort of a positive influence on the judge. It somewhat came across, at least to the viewer, as being disingenuous. She then, though, turned to the victim's family and said that she was heartily sorry, wished that she could change places with the victim, and that appeared to express a degree of significant remorse, but again had some issues that were impacting her in her life. When the judge read the sentence, though, it was definitely an aggravating factor that she had committed, so many felonies in a short period of time. The defense was at one point suggesting that a period of inpatient treatment and counseling would suffice, but the judge, again, in rendering the sentence, mentioned that the treatment is available in the correctional system for her, and that her clear, serious alcohol abuse disorder could not be separated from the other mental health issues in the case. It was noted that she continued to drink despite suffering pancreatitis from the alcohol use, and of course the numerous arrests that made so much news was highlighted, and that did not have a deterrent factor at all. There's no word on whether the defense is going to appeal or not at this point in time, but certainly didn't get the maximum penalty that she could have been looking at. But again, is looking at 17 years minus some time credited for her period of time already incarcerated. So a very, very tragic situation, both for the family and the fact that there didn't seem to be anything that was going to stop Tammy from continuing to drive. The judge also mentioned that, she didn't have a license and will not have a license moving forward at all when she gets out. And I'm noticing Jay Patriot notes that she's getting credit for 566 days already incarcerated. So we're going to keep on top of this story at thehannibaltv.com. And if there are any sort of updates in terms of the appeal or whatnot, we'll let you know. But just a very, very sad story all the way around for the victim's family. And of course, from the channel, the Hannibal TV, we send our condolences to those impacted by this terrible, terrible incident.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews,